Hello everyone, Wednesday, May 17th, 2017, new comic book day. I apologize for not getting a video up last week. I've been really busy with the new job and my hours were really messed up, so I thought, you know what, let me knock one out today. So I'll show you pretty much what I've picked up in the last 2 weeks. Of course, hot book, God Country, number 5. And God Country did 4 covers today. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kind of a wicked looking cover right there. Kind of has a kind of a Spawn feel to it, so I kind of like that. Weapon X. Weapon X number 3, Domino. From Image, have not had a chance to read this yet, so I really can't tell you what it's about. Regression number 1. Sorry for the glare on the computer. Spider-Man Deadpool 17. Secret Empire number 1. Now, I have been reading the first couple of these, and this is a pretty dark storyline. It's a very good storyline so far. So far, Marvel, as you know, I've been outspoken about Marvel doing bad storylines, and we said, if you want people to buy it, get better storylines. They listened. If they can just keep it going now and not kill it at the end. Zombie Tramp 35, and this is the Carrie Fisher cover. As you can see, a so-so Carrie Fisher on there, and they spelt Carrie with a K. This is the topless variant right here, but I got it because I thought it was interesting with Carrie Fisher on there. And then this was the other cover of Zombie Tramp. Again, Zombie Tramp, Dan Mendoza, local Las Vegas guy. Super good book and sells really well because there is not a lot of them out there. Really cool cover on The Flash, number 22. Of course, the 3D linear cover. The way it moves, I don't know if we can really see that, but there's a cool Golden Age Flash right there. And The Flash. These covers have been really nice, so I've liked them. Story's still been pretty good. So there. A book from a company called Vault. I talked about this a few videos ago. This was the second printing of number 1. This is a book called Heathen. If you haven't picked this book up, see if you can find some first print copies. Really good book, limited print run, selling really well. Heathen by Vault Comics. Batman Rebirth 23, regular cover. Again, sorry for the glare. Flash 22, regular cover, really nice looking. Golden Age right there, Golden Age Flash. I thought the covers were really nice this week on the new Flash book. A really cool book with a new character. This is Spawn 273. This was the color cover and the subtle black and white cover. I picked up a couple of these because there is a brand new character introduced in this book. So if you like things like that, Spawn 273. And with the new movie being rumored to be coming out, there's rumors that the character they have in this movie, McFarlane is going to incorporate in some type of a movie script with the writers that are doing the movie to put that in there. So pick it up. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Read the book. It's really good. Harley Quinn 20, not the greatest cover in the world, but still. And then Harley Quinn 20, another cover. Batman 23, pretty cool cover with the blood right there. So that's what I picked up the last couple of weeks. Again, the real big ones, of course, God Country. I think there's only one more issue of God Country. I think there's only a 6-issue book. Heathen. The linear covers of Flash are really cool. The Flash Batmans. And, of course, the Zombie Tramp. The Carrie Fisher cover. There's not a lot of them out there. There it is again, if you're interested in getting that. And, again, as I said, Weapon X. And that was it. It's kind of a busy way. I picked up multiple copies of some of these books for the shop because I kind of speculate on a couple things for the shop. I usually don't do that, but something about that Spawn book, the 273 Spawn, something about that book just kind of screams character. And I took a chance. We'll see what happens. And again, the linear covers are really cool. And of course, God Country has been selling super well. So a couple things real quick. If some of you haven't been watching, you know, I've always been outspoken about CGC and the grading companies in general as they try to go out there and make money on every little aspect of the comic book industry, and that's been a real sore subject, not only for me, but for a lot of the viewers and a lot of people in the comic book industry. But they're saying, you know, what are you going to do? Well, Jim Starlin, who is iconic with his books, and of course the movies coming out, Warlock and them with the movies. The thing about that is that people have been paying CGC to verify signatures, and I guess recently at a comic show that Starlin was doing, he noticed that CGC was charging people to verify signatures at his booth, or charging people to get verified signatures at the show, and yet CGC was not there to witness the signatures. If I'm paying for a witness, you should be at the table. He said that, you know, the people are almost 100, 120 feet away, 100, 120 feet away. How are you going to verify that and you're charging people for it? It's a very good point. The idea is, I'm going to sit there, witness it, give you the certificate. Here you go. Thank you very much. We'll put it in an encapsulated case, or however the case may be. You know, I'm from the old school. If I go and I see an artist and I get signatures, I got the signatures. I know they're real. I don't need CGC to tell me that they're real. So, you know, I read the articles on that. The dog's in the background. I read the articles, and I was surprised by the amount of people that were bad-mouthing him. Who does he think he is, saying that he's not going to sign autographs because CGC is involved? You know, it's not his place to do that. Actually, it is his place to do it. It's his signature. He has the right to do that. You know, who are you to say that he can't do that? I saw one guy saying, how dare he not, you know, sign signatures? How am I going to make money on it now if I can't sell it because CGC can't verify it? Okay, well, why should you make money off his signature? The problem is everybody's just trying to look out for the money factor. And then people get upset at these artists when they charge for signatures. Now, artists didn't charge for signatures until the greed in the industry took over. And it's the greed of people getting 25 and 30 books signed for free from these artists at these shows, and then turning around and selling them on eBay or selling them at shops or comic book selling sites or whatever, saying, oh, look, I got this signature, and, you know, I bought a $3.99 book and I'm going to get $30 for it because I got, you know, Jim Lee to sign it, or, you know, $125 because Stan Lee signed it. And then when artists started saying, okay, I'll give you 2 free books signed, and then you have to pay for the signatures after that, a lot of people lost their mind. You know, they used to be free, sure. And then people didn't sell the books. They got a couple of signatures, and they were happy with that. And if you go to these comic book shows, and you see a lot of these guys, you know who I'm talking about at these shows, and they have stacks of books. I went to get a signature of Chad Hardin, who is from Vegas originally, and I'm just kind of there, and I'm getting a book signed by him, and I'm talking to him. The guy behind me is like, hey, hurry up, I want to get some books signed. Okay, first of all, that's rude. And then he pulls out like 40 books. Can you sign these for me? And then when Chad Hardin told him, you know what, I can sign a couple of them for you, the guy got all bent out of shape and butthurt. Don't get butthurt because the guy's not signing your books. You know, pay the man for his time. If you're going to make money off of it, you should pay for it. Okay, that's the concept. So the people that were giving Jim Starlin a hard time because he refused to, you know, do shows and where CGC is charging people to verify books and not verifying books, good for him for standing up for the fan. He's standing up for you, the collector. Why should you pay for a service that you're not getting? I think that's a good thing. I hope more artists fall in line and do that, and I think they will. You know, Neil Adams doesn't go through anything like that. He does his own little thing, and there are artists. Greg Horn will offer certificates at shows that you can buy from him. I think they're like $3 or something like that. So you get a Greg Horn signature, and he gives you a certificate for $3 that he also signs and says, yeah, this is an authentic signature of mine. That's just as good. That's better than giving it to CGC and making them charge you an arm and a leg to get a signature verified that they don't even know. Another guy was like, oh, well, you know, all the counterfeiters in the world love, you know, Starlin. Well, let me tell you something. If I can do a signature and CGC is not sitting at the table, I can sign any number of books and say, yeah, I just went over to the table and got these books signed. They're going to verify it when he didn't sign it. Same concept. Concept's the same. So there's that. So good for you, Jim Starlin. You know, stick up for the collector and, you know, shove it down CGC's throat and, you know, trying to make money for doing nothing. Again, doing nothing. So I'm telling you, CGC sees the writing on the wall. These companies are seeing the writing on the wall. So they're trying to get every last penny they can out of people. So they ain't getting it out of me. So there's that. Enough of CGC. Also, I go to a local comic shop here in town, And the comic book guy says, the owner says, hey, one of my customers tells me that you have a YouTube channel. I said, yes, I do. And I have a very good following on the YouTube channel. Thank you, followers on my YouTube channel. I appreciate the support, like I say every week. And he says, well, you know, what do you talk about? So I kind of basically said, you know, I show the weekly books and I have a couple of rants. And I'll talk about grading or, you know, something that's coming up in the industry. Sometimes I do a movie video, whatever. So nothing about it. So I go into the shop the other day and he's talking to this girl, and the girl is attractive. And she was like, so you want me to do videos, and I'll be the one who talks on the videos, and I'll be the one who's on the camera doing this and that. And he was like, you know, oh yeah, that's good. How much do you know about comic books? Well, I don't know anything about comic books. And he's like, well, I guess I can write some stuff down for you. Okay, if you don't know anything about comic books, why are you going to do a comic book video? You're going to have a guy write notes on a piece of paper, and you're going to say, oh yeah, you know, because he asked her questions like, do you know who Stan Lee is? She's like, no. Okay, right there should tell you that you don't need to be doing comic book videos. Look, if you don't want to do the videos yourself, and you don't want to be true to the community, and you don't want to, you know, put the time in because you're too busy, that's fine. But don't get some, you know, cupcake to sit in front of a camera and just rattle off things on you know, paper because you want to jump on the video board with other shops. There are really good YouTube comic book people out there that do really, really good videos that I enjoy watching. And, you know, down the road, I'll do some shout outs on some of my favorite channels. Captain Strangeliffe is one of them. I used to love his videos. He hasn't done a whole lot lately. I hope his health is okay. But he does really good videos, and they're entertaining, and that's what you watch them for. You watch them to be entertaining. People watch my videos because they want to be entertained, and I appreciate that. I'm not going to put my wife, who's a very attractive woman, you know, in the background in a skimpy outfit to get people to come and watch my videos. You watch the videos because there's content that you enjoy listening to, and there's views that you enjoy listening, and either you agree or disagree with it. Again, if you disagree with me, that's fine. That's what makes this community great. So things like that irritate me. Again, that's like jumping on the bandwagon, you know, at the end of the line because you want to get something out there before anybody else does. Or, you know, you don't want to be left out in the cold when I've been doing these videos for, you know, a few years now, and now you're going to start doing videos. It makes no sense at all. So little rant there, nothing big. Again, it's his business. He has the right to do it, but I just think it's being done incorrectly. And I think ultimately, when you saturate the market, like you do, saturate grading for, you know, a financial purpose, and you saturate the market with videos that people don't know anything about, I think it's just boring. So there's that little rant kind of all over the place. Again, I've been working tons of hours at the new job, so I'm not feeling real good. So I just kind of rattled on a little bit. So, again, I really appreciate the support. If you're ever in Las Vegas, stop by Arkham Comics and Collectibles inside the Bonanza Indoor Swap Meet, 1720 East Charleston. It's under construction building right now, but we are open. We are open. My hours are hit and miss because of the new job. And again, if you have a question, send me a question. Call me. The phone number that's listed on the sites. I'm on Yelp and everything else. Call the number. I'll pick up the phone and answer it. I've talked to people all the time about it. So again, appreciate all the support from all over the country, all over the world. Enjoy your conversations. Enjoy the phone calls. Enjoy the messages. And as always, I hope you liked the video. But if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. I hope you have a great night.